Right, ladies and gentlemen, MrSotko here. Welcome back to the channel. And unfortunately, very bad things are happening in the crypto world right now. 2018 so far, not doing well, to say the least. Friends, not very well at all. So the past few videos I've made are unfortunately very FUD videos, as there isn't much positive news in the crypto world right now. Everything is crashing. If you don't already know that, then maybe you're just holding on to one coin and you think that your coin is down. But let's talk about some things that have happened recently. In a couple of videos previously to this, I talked about how Kraken has been down for days at a time. That hurt the market. I have some things written down here. South Korea, illegal crypto threats, also coin market cap removing South Korean exchanges from their market cap, which automatically lowered prices down. And then more FUD, more bad things have happened, all kinds of bad things, and people just start selling. And crypto is indeed a state of a crisis right now, and I would call this a crash. It could be a short-term crash, but it is certainly a crash at this point. As at one point, Bitcoin was at nearly $20,000 on GDAX, and earlier today, it had dipped all the way down to $9,981. So it did breach that sub 10,000 mark. And now it's going back up a little bit, but I kind of feel this might be a dead cat bounce, if you don't mind my somewhat vulgarness there. Can't speak today either as well. Litecoin went down to what looked like $198, or $148, excuse me. It dipped all the way down to on GDAX. Right now, only at $179, down 23%. Bitcoin down 21% in just a day. Ethereum down 23%. Vertcoin down 34%. At one point, Vertcoin was nearly $10, and now it's at $3.73. And this is across the board. You can pretty much bring up just about any cryptocurrency at the moment, at least all of the major ones. And what I mean by that is Litecoin, Ethereum, Vertcoin, Monacoin, just all the major ones, Monero, Bitcoin, all of them really, really bad at the moment. So what's going to happen soon? I don't really know. One big thing that just happened was Bitconnect is shutting down for many reasons. And this is sort of their own shutdown. They pretty much said they were going to shut down. They're not exiting illegally or anything. Supposedly, they're going to allow you to take off your BCC in 5 days. So this is to inform all community members that we're closing Bitconnect lending and exchange platform. We're closing the lending operation immediately with the release of all outstanding loans. And so in about 5 days, you can do that. So the reason for the halt of lending and exchange is as follows. And so the continuous bad press has made community members uneasy and created a lack of confidence in the platform. Now, I just invested into Coin, and I thought it might be kind of fun to do, so I'm giving it a try. So if it goes bad, well, I'll let you guys know, and you'll probably already know. But if it goes good, then it goes good. And I decided to do that on my own accord. And some of those sites, some of these lending sites like Bitconnect and Coin, do get about 50-50. About 50% of the people say, wow, this is great because they're making money. And then 50% of the people say that they are an outright Ponzi scheme. And while I do believe that like Genesis Mining and other mining sites like that are indeed schemes, not necessarily Bitconnect and Coin, in my opinion. But there's a lot of people that push Bitconnect on people that don't necessarily want Bitconnect, but they see these YouTubers making a lot of money. And the reason why they see them making a lot of money is because they're getting signups for those sites. So I made a video on Coin, but I will actually just remake that video at some point. I will wait and see how long it goes, and then I will make that video. The reason why is because I don't want to convince anybody to hop onto Coin and start putting money on there, and then this same thing happened to them. So right now I'm just holding off on that video, and it's really for you guys. I just removed the video. I could have kept it up, but I want to get it off there just in case something bad happens to you guys. I don't want to be responsible for that. I would feel personally bad. Some of these YouTubers probably don't because they've made so much money. They probably just don't care at this point. I don't know. But either way, I took the video down for now. I'll remake the Dvorcoin video later if it turns out to be a pretty good thing. And then that way I'll know a lot about Dvorcoin and I'll be able to give you guys some really good hints, tips, and tricks if it turns out to be just fine. Which so far it is, but with 2018 and all the FUD going around and the just horrible year so far in terms of crypto, I will just hold off on it for a little bit. So bad press, and then we have received 2 cease and desist letters, one from the Texas State Securities Board and one from the North Carolina Secretary of State Securities Division. These actions have become a hindrance for the legal continuation of the platform. So they don't say that it's illegal what they're doing. They just pretty much are submitting under the first sign of pressure by the looks of this. So I'm not really sure what to make of that. I'm not sure if what they're doing is illegal. They probably got cease and desist letters, possibly because they weren't accredited properly. They weren't going through the proper channels, doing it this way or that way. I can't say for sure, but they did get those letters apparently, and they just instantly crumbled instead of sicking their lawyers on it. Why, I don't know. Outside forces have performed DDoS attacks on platform several times and have made it clear that these will continue. These interruptions in service have made the platform unstable and created more panic inside the community. So, to say the least, people are not very excited about that because they have a lot of coin. So let's head on over to the Bitcoin or Bitconnect Reddit and take a look at some of this. I've looked at some of these articles, as you can see already, and they're not good, to say the least. So right now the site is down and you can't actually log on and get your Bitconnect coin. The problem is that even when the site goes back up and you get your Bitcoin, Bitconnect coin, BCC, that cryptocurrency is essentially now not particularly useful. What good is a cryptocurrency that was supposed to be used on a website? And I could say the same thing about Dvorcoin, being that if the Dvor lending website went down, what good would Dvorcoin be? It would instantly lower the price of it for sure, by a lot. And then its long-term use, what would it really be good for? They did say, however, Bitconnect did say that they will still support the coin itself. So that's one good positive thing out of this, I guess. But some of these are pretty bad. A lot of people are screaming for lawsuits against Trevon James and Crypto Nick. Now, if you don't know who those are, you've probably been, if you know, which I would find surprising, because if you're subscribed to me, you know who I am, then you should know who Trevon James and Crypto Nick are. They're basically the 2 biggest YouTube cryptocurrency channels. I think Trevon James is a little bigger than Crypto Nick. I'm not really sure which one. I honestly didn't really care to look. I suppose we could in just a moment. But they are huge shills of Bitconnect. And when their channels first came around, they were really into Genesis mining. And I have a big problem with Genesis mining overall, in that, not for the average user, mind you. I don't have a problem for the average user, because if you decide to go on there, you, the viewer, decide to go on to Genesis mining, buy yourself a contract and make some money, no, not a problem. The thing that I do have a problem with is that YouTubers put their referral link, and mind you, all YouTubers have some kind of referral link to something that makes them a little bit of extra money. I have the Coinbase link, but I thoroughly believe in Coinbase. It's the best exchange, in my opinion, for Bitcoin, Litecoin, and at the same time, it gets you $10, it gets me $10. That's a very even exchange there, in my opinion. I mean, we're both getting the same thing. I'm not getting something better than you. So every YouTuber has a link, whether they sell headphones or they sell some kind of product or some kind of sign up, everyone uses it. So that's not a problem either, but the problem starts to become big when the YouTuber gets very big, because then they have this huge disproportional income on Genesis mining, because when you receive a sign up on Genesis mining, you're able to buy more hashing power now. So at first, he might be making $100 or something like that every so often, like let's say one of these YouTubers, and then eventually as you follow their channel, they're making, it says they'll post videos that say, oh, how I'm making $4,500 a month, or how I'm making $10,000 a month on Genesis mining. And so the problem is because they received so many signups, that's how they're making that much money. It's not because they're good at it. It's not because they are doing something that you're not doing. What they're selling you is an idea that you cannot reach unless you pay way, way, way more money than they did, because they're getting all these signups. So then it makes their channel look really good. Like, look how I'm making $10,000 a month. You can too. Well, sure you can if you get 10,000 signups on your YouTube channel, of course. And trust me, I'm a YouTuber. I know about signups. I know about people emailing you ICOs, and they're like, hey, we'll pay you money to promote this ICO. I know all about it. I receive those emails just the same. They go around from YouTuber to YouTuber, and I'm a smaller YouTuber, but they still send the emails out to people like me. I've seen even YouTubers with just 600-800 subscribers getting the same emails. So trust me, I'm right there with you guys. But what you have to want, so they got famous, I'm sorry, on Genesis mining, and it really blew up their channels, and then they started to go out into other things. Then they found Bitconnect, and it is similar to Devorcoin, definitely, in that you sit there and you lend your money and you get interest in return, and then you can compound that interest. You can reinvest your interest in your principal balance, and you can continue to make money. So when you're a YouTuber and you have this link to Bitconnect or what have you to these sites, you gain a lot of, especially Crypto Nick or Trevon James. They have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, tens of thousands of views per video, no matter what they do. It could be them sitting on the toilet for half an hour and they're going to get 50,000 views. It's just the way it goes. And so in that statistical mess, you're going to get a lot of people that sign up with that link. And of course, they're going to be making a ton of money with Bitconnect, and they're going to be making videos on how much money they're making on Bitconnect. But it's not because they're investing so much of their own money. It's because they're making money from signups. And I don't find that very, very fair. So that's why I don't like those kind of signups. But to each his own. Everybody's got to do their own thing. But what the problem is once you get so big, then it kind of becomes a problem. So let's look at the latest video of Crypto Nick. And I feel bad for you, Crypto Nick. Hang in there. But everybody's very, very upset. I ain't paying you anymore, you know, and all these of crypto investors. Your life may be ruined now that you scammed so many people. There's just people calling for his arrest. There's calling for... It's just unbelievable the flack that him and now Trevon James is getting. And where's all the Bitconnect haters now? Just bad. Everything is really bad. Screwed over a lot of people with Bitconnect. So all these people that were on Bitconnect are now left with BCC coin when they actually do. That is, if the website in 5 days actually allows people to do this, or isn't under a DDoS attack that's so bad that that users won't actually be able to log onto the site to be able to do this. Now they're left with BCC, and without Bitconnect, BCC is nothing too unique. It's still you could still transfer the coin from one person to another and essentially pay something with it as a currency, and that's all fine and dandy. But there's nothing particularly unique about Bitconnect, BCC token, what have you, without its parent website. And I would say that it's similar to Devor in that method, that without its parent website, that particular coin, that transaction, middleman transaction coin, is not particularly useful. So right now there's a major problem with Bitcoin. Let's see if we can refresh this to give us a different price. Yep, now all the way down to 10,009. So it dipped just a little bit there from when I refreshed. I don't think it was too much, but like I said, at one point it was down pretty far. We could look at the graph here, and it's just making a resurgence, but it got all the way down to 10.1. And the problem with 10,000 is that it is a psychological barrier, and if it stays below 10,000 for too long, that will really spook a lot of people. In the crypto world, in the investment world, stock world, anything that starts to really go down like that really spooks a lot of people, and they just immediately leave. They figure it's better just to leave now than to leave a little bit later, and that just sparks a huge down sell-off, if you will. And so not particularly good here. And another thing is that it is so low. It's coming back a little bit. When is it going to come back up? Nobody can say right now, but this is a broad spectrum of coins. We could even look in, we could probably look up Monero here just to see, just for fun. 30% decline. Just about anything you type in, maybe Zcash, 23% down. Let's see if we could find one that's up. Let's see if we could find one. What about Dash? None of the major coins, none of them. It's not looking too good. I wonder if we can go to the all market cap here. Oh yes, we can. So this is much more interesting now. Instead of having to chase them down individually. So this is a great time to buy coins. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to spread FUD. What I am trying to spread is awareness that during a dip like this is a great time to buy some coins. It's a matter of when to buy those coins. And whenever you feel that it's at the lowest dip, maybe when you see it start to dip back up, that might be a good time to buy. But it's still pretty hard to say. 2018 has not been very kind to cryptocurrency today. So this is pretty bad, a pretty bad change. Metablock is down 46%, Bitconnect down 43%, which is definitely not surprising, as people are just going to be bombing their Bitconnect right now and trying to get rid of it best they can. Most of it stuck on the Bitconnect website. Dent is way down, Bitcoin is way down, Digibyte very far down, Ripple way down by 40%. Everything is just not looking too good right now. So sit and hold, ladies and gentlemen. Buy yourself some nice discounted coins. Look at all these deals. We have deals everywhere. Let's take a look. Well, we'll go back to all. We'll reset it here. What kind of deals? Let's look through our menagerie and all of our curios on the wall. We have Ripple at 39% off today at only $1.06, which is not half bad. Even Bitcoin at 10.8, not bad at all. Ethereum, it's still pretty high for its individual price. So I'm not too big of a fan. I've never been too big of a fan of Ethereum. I don't know why. It's just something that doesn't click with me. It's a great coin. It's definitely a very useful coin. I'm not bashing it in any way. I just never been a fan. Cardano even way down by 33%, only at 53 cents at the moment, by 33% there. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just remember, just to hang on, hold up. There's all kinds of bad news going around, and right now, Bitconnect, if you have BCC coins, I would highly recommend to sell them. That's what I would do personally if I had BCC right now. I would just boom. I'd be mashing the sell button. It's got to go because with Bitconnect shutting down, it's just not going to be a very good coin, unfortunately. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.